schools. Can Auburn and Alabama play their way into hosting a regional?
I think Auburn definitely has a resume, especially with the series win over the national seed and LSU. And I think who'd they take down before LSU? Did they took down South Carolina, right?
Yeah,
Which
that's correct.
South Carolina is not looking as good of a win anymore, but at the time that was a really good team. So I don't think you can discount it. So I think the resume is there for Auburn. I can't recall how they did against Florida or Auburn if they played them. Florida or Tennessee if Auburn played them. So I think that they're going to be really close to that 40 win mark. If I recall, I think they're at like 37 or something. So that should put them in the top 16 discussion. Alabama, I don't think they'll quite get there, but let's just say this team did a really good job to kind of recoup. And this team could have gone one of two directions. They could have been, just fallen off the face of the earth and missed the SEC tournament, heck, even. And so for them to make a statement with the win over Vanderbilt, and then immediately after the coach got fired, and then to continue to play well since then. Really good storyline there.
Predictions. We're going to have another show next week. Since I'm here, I want to get our top 8 national seed predictions. So go from the order from 1 to 8. Who's going to be the top 8 come Memorial Day?
All right. So here we are. We've had many iterations of this. It seems like there's been a lot of risers and a lot of fallers as the season's progressed, but there's a few names that have been up there all year, and I think you got to start with Wake Forest as the 1 seed for now. I think if Arkansas, Florida, or LSU just absolutely puts on a show this week and run rules 3 straight games, then maybe so. But I do think Wake Forest will probably win the ACC, but I don't think they necessarily have to be the 1 seed. I don't know that conference tournaments hold as much weight as they used to, just because all these teams are so proven in the regular season. We know that they're going to show up and play well come regional play. So I'm going to slot Wake Forest into the 1 seed for now. At number 2, I'm going to go with Arkansas. I know that Baseball America does have Florida slightly ahead of Arkansas, but I think Arkansas is actually the team that's going to probably win the SEC tournament. I just think that even with some injuries lately on their pitching staff, I just think this is the most veteran bunch and has the most depth pitching wise to outlast a team like LSU. So I'm going to go Arkansas at number 2. This is where it gets interesting. If LSU can make a run in Hoover, I think they could beat out the Gators for the 3 spot, but I'll stick Florida in at number 3. And I don't think they'll do 3 SEC teams in a row. I think they will try to break it up. I think you could see the ACC runner-up, a team like Miami or Virginia.
Clemson either.
And Clemson, yeah, they're on fire. So I think maybe one of them could slide into number 4. But overall, looking at it, the body of work probably isn't to the point that LSU has put together. So I'll give LSU the 4 spot, and then I'll go with the ACC runner-up. So right now, Clemson's the highest-rated team. So Clemson gets that number 5 spot. Then I'm going to put Stanford. I think they'll win the Pac-12 at number 6. And then I think you'll see a mid-major team. Right now, Coastal Carolina is the highest-rated mid-major team with East Carolina right on their tail. So if either one of them falters and doesn't win their conference, I think that they'll fall out of the national seed spot. But for now, we'll put Coastal Carolina in at number 7. And then at number 8, oh, man, I want to give it to Vanderbilt and give the SEC 4 of these. But they could be slightly on the outside looking in. Then again, going 3 teams out of the ACC doesn't seem too fair either. But I don't know. Let's give the Big 12 some love. That's a good baseball conference. You got Oklahoma State, Texas, and West Virginia all vying for the championship.
Yeah, they share that title.
Yeah, so that's going to be tight. Oklahoma State seems to be the hot team right now. I actually watched them after LSU played on Thursday, and they won like 18-1 over Oklahoma.
Oh.
So they seem to be swinging the bats hot. We saw it last year. Oklahoma State can really hit when the time counts. So I'm going to slide them in at the 8 seed, but I know that was a lot. So let's run through it again. That's number 1 seed, Wake Forest, number 2, Arkansas, number 3, Florida, number 4, LSU, number 5, Stanford, number 6, Clemson, number 7, Coastal Carolina, and number 8, Oklahoma State.
I pretty much have the same teams outside. I have Vanderbilt taking number 8.